This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Panthers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy
turning it on! Touchdown, Hurricane! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. FIU pushing tempo. pass on second down. Spits it out to the back. Fires it incomplete. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a show. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, he was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the...
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Upshaw. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's now up to 75 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, and a move. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got the screen set up. Across the 35. There he goes! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. Wilson to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Miami! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. They're so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll do it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Brown has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wilson will throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. FIU pushing tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The run to the left. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator, you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays. It makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Charles. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was...
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get ready. Set.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wilson to pass. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Oh, what a move to get room. Oh, look out on the right. Pass the tap. Touchdown, Cade. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Let's go.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. FIU pushing tempo. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
White 29. White 29.
Wilson to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything.
Hits the afterburners. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Carr. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2000?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Arizona. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Pulls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Give to Brown. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Brown. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The field goal is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker is Carr. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Six Robane.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This should be the last play of the quarter.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Carr. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the...
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
FIU set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernails. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. At the 45 on its way. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Cooler.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. The snap sets up the throw. A little screen to the running back. Looking for the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Miami.
One more play to pad the stats.
Ready.
He wants to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.